Welcome to the Monster Slayer Bestiary, where we hypothesize how to fight pop culture's greatest monsters. I'm your host, Ray King, and today... Sorry about that, one sec. What the fuck? Okay, I'll figure out how to fix this later. As I was saying, I'm your host Ray King, and today we're going to be talking about the weasel-fearing beings of death, the Cockatrice and the Basilisk. Before I talk more about them, remember to like and subscribe for more content, and comment down below if you think I missed anything, or got anything wrong, or you want me to talk about a different creature, as I appreciate the discussion and suggestions. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Now back to the Cockatrice and Basilisk. We'll start with the Cockatrice. The Cockatrice is a dragon-like creature with the head of a rooster. It is said to spawn from a chicken egg that was incubated by a frog or a snake. It is said to be very small, only about the size of a chicken, though some say it was the size of a dragon. But most say round size chicken, so we'll go with that for the analysis. The Cockatrice is said to be incredibly dangerous, as while it doesn't have much going for it physically, it is said that if it looks at you, you die. Wait, what? Did you get this right? Its main ability is an insta-kill?
Yep, that's right.
How the hell am I supposed to figure out how to beat instant death by sight?
I don't know, maybe you should do it the same way you figure out all the other creatures on the channel, by using your brain?
Whose idea was it to fight a Cockatrice anyway?
That would be your idea.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go find a way to not insta-die in case the plan fails and maybe get us back into the second dimension. I'll be back in a while.
3 weeks later.
Okay, I'm back.
About time. Where were you?
Went on a journey, tried to consult a wizard, found out that a grand wizard had a very different meaning, killed him, found an actual wizard. Now I know magic and I've got a safety net in case the plan fails. Okay, let's get into this. So, first way we can obviously kill a Cockatrice is by just preventing its birth. Should be pretty easy provided you just add like decent netting around a chicken coop. Next, how do we stop it if it is born? Obviously we need to obscure its vision to stop it from killing us, but how are we going to obscure its vision while also allowing us to see and kill it? The first way I thought to kill it was to use a smoke grenade, but that has a few issues. First, it would obscure our vision of the Cockatrice, so we would need more tech, such as thermal goggles, to see it. The next issue is that smoke bombs aren't like Batman where they coat an entire room in a second, so it would take time for it to obscure us, increasing the risk of us getting caught and killed. Finally, because we wouldn't have a contained environment, the wind would blow away our cover and mean we wasted money and our lives. The second method I thought of was a shield that hides our body, like the Roman scutum. This would work as it wouldn't be able to see us and we could maneuver to get close and attack it, but that brings up the next issue: how are we going to attack it? If we use a weapon of any kind, we will expose at least a hand to use it, so how do we attack it while staying safe behind the shield? The way I figured would be to make the shield out of a one-way mirror. This would take advantage of one of the Cockatrice's big weaknesses, as if a Cockatrice sees its own reflection, its death stare would kill it as well. So, if we use a shield with a one-way mirror, we could maneuver, still being able to see it to get in close, while being safe, and if it tries to attack us, it would see its own reflection and die. This allows us to kill it without any difficulty in almost any environment. Next on my extensive list of two creatures in this video is the Basilisk. The Basilisk is a creature that is said to be the king of reptiles. It is said to be created when a chicken incubates the egg of a snake or a toad, the inverse of the Cockatrice. This has led to both of them being a pain to research because most historical sources confuse the two and basically conflate them as one, when they are very much not. The Basilisk is said to be so venomous that it leaves a trail of venom that kills plant life wherever it goes. It is called the king of reptiles because it supposedly has a crown-shaped crest on its head. It is said to have a venomous strike, be able to breathe fire, and have the same ability of the Cockatrice that kills you at a glance. Yeah, if that bitch Rowling hadn't changed the ability of the Basilisk stare into paralysis, the books would have been a lot different. Because Hermione would be dead. Thankfully, it is not nearly as big as the one in the Chamber of Secrets. It is only said to be around 12 inches or about 30 centimeters.
Just like my...
Don't you dare finish that sentence! As I was saying, the Basilisk is much smaller than most media portrayed. Thankfully, its size shouldn't stop us from finding it, as the trail of dead plants should lead us right to it. Now, the Basilisk is said to have the same weakness we used to defeat the Cockatrice, so we could use the same one-way mirror shield trick again, but there might be an easier way. The Basilisk is said to dig holes where it rests. If we track the Basilisk and find the hole where it is, we can deploy its main counter. Yes, the Basilisk has a well-defined weakness that I've only mentioned once in this video: a weasel. It is said that the smell of a weasel is able to kill the basilisk. Now, this is also the case for the cockatrice, but I didn't mention it in that section because I found it would be much harder to find an opportunity to use the weasel in that fight. The basilisk making a den allows us to trap it much easier. Simply find the hole easily marked by the dead flora, take your weasel and throw it into the hole, then use a cover of some kind to cover the top of the hole to make sure the basilisk doesn't try to escape or try to kill us before it dies. For if it somehow survives, may God have mercy upon your wretched soul. What's that noise?
Born again!
Ugh. Or was I? Oh yeah. That about wraps up this episode of Monster Slayer Bestiary. Now, I'm gonna go figure out how to go back to being 2D. Till next time, this is Red King, signing off.
Hey, Red.
Yeah? What is it?
I was researching our symptoms while we were recording. I think you should look at this.
What do you mean this is permanent?